I know it's freezing. If you look at my desk, you're gonna see three pieces of wood that I drilled to the floor just because I'm standing there for hours and I was so cold in my feet that I drilled this wood there to make myself a bit warmer. So you see this that's extreme step that somebody has to take. There's like an extreme step that somebody has to take. That I drilled three pieces of wood next to my desk.
Yeah. So what we're looking at is pulling the floor up. I need to know, there's two methods of construction for this age of property. It's either straight onto a concrete slab, which is between 75 and 50 millimeters thick, and then it goes on to 50 millimeters of polystyrene, jab-like flooring installation. Or underneath this floor, there will be way rock, i.e. chipboard, tongue and groove boards, and then it'll sit on 50 millimeters of polystyrene, and then it'll sit on a concrete slab. So
I remember there was concrete. So when I bought the house, it was my first house that I was managing renovation of. I remember the builders coming first day and they told me there's a concrete and somebody poured more concrete over it. And I think somebody poured more concrete over the previous one because the next house, 11 Abbey Gardens, in mine, there's 236 centimeters. And the house next door has a wooden floor, which is thicker, and has 237 centimeters. And I have to interrupt you now. This has to be higher. I don't want to do half a job, so just warm it up. It has to be higher. I would like the height after the renovation to be 245, unless something at the floor will stop us from digging deeper. That's why this is a challenging task. I don't want to do the half job. To be happy there, it needs to be higher for me.
Well, we got a minute. So you're wanting to take it up almost 11 centimeters.
It's 236 now. Yes, probably yes. You look at the calculation.
Well,
yes.
234.
You say 234. Okay.
Yeah. I reckon this floor at the minute, it's this. I reckon it's about 70 millimeters. Down to the concrete pad, because I've just found underneath your staircase you can actually touch the concrete pad. Just under here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
You know where I'm on about down here.
Yes, I know. I'm gonna put one of my headphones not to make too much noise in here. Ian, I hope you'll be able to hear me on my headphones. It might be a bit worse because there's plenty of people in the apartment. I don't want to make too much noise. Yes. I know this flat very well. Yes, believe me. Yes, No. There is this green underlayer, of course. Like there is yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Strength reinforced concrete.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to be able to get under that, but what we can do, there is a product out on the market, which is what they're using in builds today, Chronospan Cool Therm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now 25 millimeters of it is the equivalent of, well, I say the equivalent, it's far in excess of the 50 millimeters of polystyrene that you've got there at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at a heat loss at the moment with the polystyrene, you're looking at a heat loss of 0.038 watts per cubic meter.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, per square meter. With the cool therm, it comes down to 0.018 watts per square meter.
Yes,
It's
Ian,
the best you can
Ian,
get on the market.
I'm not even talking about the heat loss. You can warm the flat to 22 degrees even, and the floor is still freezing.
And that's why, because the insulation underneath the floor is not good enough, and I very much doubt they've got insulated wall plates. So the concrete pad, the screed that's laid on top of the polystyrene here at the moment, I reckon that goes up to the external walls or up to the cavity walls.
Mm-hmm.
And all the heat is just being pulled out of the walls.
Mm-hmm.
So what we would have to do is go ahead and dig all that lot up, get rid of the polystyrene, go ahead and put the Chronospan Cool Therm in, even if we stick at 50 millimeters. And then around the perimeter of the property, we put 25 millimeters of Cool Therm to act as a bridge, okay, to stop the heat being pulled out to the walls. Then what we can do is go ahead and put some board down, then the underfloor heating, and then probably 15 millimeters of self-leveling compound, okay, which is strong enough to be the same as the 50 millimeters of concrete, okay? And then we can put, in all honesty, I would go with an LVT flooring on top of that, a luxury rigid vinyl, which is the new stuff that they've got out at the moment. It holds the heat so much better.
It holds it holds the heat better than wooden floor.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. If you say so, then it's luxury vinyl flooring. Yes, LVT. Yes.
Yeah, LVT is much better, far better. The only problem that you have with the wooden floor is it expands and contracts, and then you start getting cracks. And in a kitchen area, it's no good. The LVT clicks together to create a completely waterproof barrier. It's a waterproof layer. And you get, in all honesty, you get 25-year guarantee with the stuff. It really is good. And it comes with its own underlay, so it's a lot quieter to walk on as well. And I reckon that's the best bet. However, we might only get it up to, what did I say it was at the moment? 3.6, wasn't it?
You said 3.4. I remember 3.6. You said 3.4.
We may only get it up 2 or 3 centimeters. We're not going to know until we dig out the floor. That's the only problem. However, there are tricks you can use to make the room appear taller. We can use different lighting, curtains, for argument's sake, vertical stripes on the wall or whatever else, but you can give the illusion of it being taller. I was going to suggest we, potentially put a larger window in. When I saw the pictures that you sent over, I thought, well, maybe we'll put a larger window in to give you more light. However, if your office was on the inside of the complex, we wouldn't have an issue. But because it's on the main road side of the complex, we might have an issue with planning permission. Normally, putting extra windows in or enlarging windows is classed as permitted development. So it might be worth looking at.
When I was
in all honesty,
when I was reading, maybe I misunderstood the law completely. I have not a clue. But when I was reading, it was saying that I can modify windows anywhere I wish. If it's not the front of the property, there's a discussion what is the front of the property. I think from the street is the back of the property. It was very complicated law. Yes.
Yeah, this is what I mean. You could argue that because that's the main road, that's the front of the property. However, where your front door is what I would class the front of the property.
Yes.
Do you see what I mean? So you would be putting a window in the back.
Yes.
Which is not really an issue. So, but that would have to end up being something that you would need to discuss with the council, the local authority.
I don't care. I don't care.
Double check.
I don't care. If they come, then I'm gonna pay a fine and talk to them. That's my approach to the law.
Wow.
I'm sorry to be so brutal. If there's an issue, I'll sort it then. And I hope they won't tell me to remove the window.
Yeah, they can be arseholes enough to do that. What I can do, I can go ahead and make an inquiry under a different number. You know?
Yes.
As a builder, I've got a customer at such and such a number. I don't know, we'll call it 18. They want to put an extra window in, or they want to enlarge the window. Is it going to be an issue?
Yes.
And if they come back and go, no, it's not a problem, great, we can just crack on. If they come back and go, oh, you may need permission, well, we need to double check that, don't we?
Yes,
just to make sure that they don't turn around to you and say, take the window out.
Ian,
block it all back
yes, let's focus. That's a brilliant idea. Let's focus on the floor for now. I'm worrying about the money because I didn't prepare cash for this renovation. I wrote to you on WhatsApp. I might have enough cash on my bank account for just the floor, not even for the stairs. If you change the stairs, how I see it for now is because the stairs also need the change. If you just go up and down, you're gonna see it. The stairs also need to be changed. If you look underneath them, you're gonna see that I was very creative with my limited handyman skills. I was fixing them so they won't fall apart. And one of them has cracked under me. So yes, my idea for now is if you're gonna lower the floor, we can easily put the floor under the current stairs, and we're gonna change the kitchen and the stairs later, and we just do the floor. And as long as the floor is exactly wall to wall, then we can do anything we wish later. Because then obviously stairs needs to be changed. When you change the stairs, I will have a new kitchen and it goes on. I would like only to do the floor for now. When I'm gonna go for next holiday, we can do the stairs, because when the stairs are done, obviously I won't be able to live there. Yes. I don't know how long would it take. So that's how I would say it right now. Leave the stairs. If you making lower stairs are not a problem. The kitchen.
It might just be that you've got a bigger step on the first one, but you just have to bear that in mind.
Yes. Maybe you can make additional step. This will be a problem. We're gonna see. The kitchen, I would also, for me to design a new kitchen and to order a new kitchen, I would need to be there, design it by myself. I'm a perfectionist. We would leave the current one. It doesn't have to be, like in perfect condition. It's not in perfect condition. It's far away from a perfect condition right now. The only difference would be it would be standing on the same metal legs as the desk is standing, and there will be no plinths at the front, so you can just swipe your hand underneath them.
Straight through.
Yes, so that's the only difference that was done wrongly. Yes, it was renovated. That doesn't matter. I was still working in the office then, and I wasn't there. So yes, so you say it cannot be 245. What height can you commit to?
I can't. Well, until I dig down and have a good investigation. In all honesty, what are we looking at? Yeah, 234. 234.
It's horrifyingly low.
It's not actually. It's not bad for you, though.
That's my personal feeling. If it's tall, I feel much better. That's why the whole renovation started now, honestly, from me thinking if I should, remortgage my house and buy a different property. Yes, because I'm not happy in that one. So, but it's obviously much easier to fix that one.
Yeah.
So, can you commit to 240?
I can't commit to anything at the moment. What I will have to do is work it out. I'll have to go away and work out what we can get it down to. I mean, if we might be able to put 40 millimeters of cool therm in, which is going to save us another 10. The compressive strength of the self-leveling is more than enough. I mean, that's no problem at all, but we may need to go a little bit thicker than 15 to maybe bring it up to
Yes. I was more thinking about digging deep rather than saving on the insulation, because it has to be insulated. Yes.
The problem is we've got a reinforced concrete pad underneath the polystyrene. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have at the moment is, let's just work it out. I reckon we've got 7 millimeters of laminate, 5 millimeters of underlay. I reckon we're potentially talking 70 millimeters of concrete. We then should have 50 millimeters of insulation, right? And then that takes us down to the reinforced concrete mesh pad that's underneath this floor that actually makes the floor. So really and truly, all we can play with is 75, 82 millimeters. Right?
Yes.
Because if we go, what we need to do, building regulations state that we need 50 millimeters thick of insulation. Now, if we swap that insulation over for the cool therm, okay, what we're doing is we are more than doubling your reduction of heat loss through the floor. Okay?
Yes.
So that will stay the same. So we're still playing with 82. We might be able to get 40 millimeters. We might be able to get 4 centimeters extra, which would bring it out at 238. What have we got there? 18. We've got 5. We may be able to squeeze a little bit more on that. I don't know. It all depends how thick this concrete layer is to screed. By right, as I say, it's between 50 and 75. Some builders would go ahead and scrimp on it a little bit. Other builders would put the full 75 in. So as I say, I mean, if I base it on 70, be conservative, because it certainly feels like that at the minute, then yeah, we're potentially looking at 2380, 2385.
Okay.
4 centimeters more, believe it or not, will make quite a difference.
Yes, I believe it. There's the number 19. The owner has made a loft conversion with a legal bedroom, and to do it, she has lowered the ceiling on the first floor by 5 centimeters. Just 5.
Right.
And when I go there, I can't stand it. It's the worst thing anybody could have done. Yes, it's horrifying place to me. Yes, but she is
I
legally.
mean, as I say, what I will do is I will measure it all up. Yes, we're going to have to take the kitchen out effectively, so that we can clear all the floor. We might be able to do it in 2 halves. I don't know yet. Because obviously we've got to move your desk and your furniture out.
Yes, unluckily I'm not there, so I can't help you. We'll need to pack everything to some boxes. It will be on you, unluckily. That shouldn't be on you, but I'm not there, and it's good that I'm not there, I assume. But
Can I go upstairs?
Yes, sure, Ian, sure. You can see all the house. Enjoy.
I just want to see how much space we've got to put everything from downstairs. So there's a bedroom. Okay. So we've got a bit of space there. Bathroom. Let's go up again. Obviously, it's getting the stuff up here as well. Right. Okay.
Yes. That's the loft conversion that was like £4,000. Yes, so the cheapest one in the UK.
Yeah. I think the best thing to do is this room in 2 halves. There's a lot of, some of the furniture we're just not going to get up to. Like the kitchen units, your desk, possibly, even the fridge freezer. So I think, in all honesty, this job would have to be done, 1 half of the room done, and then we'll have to do the other half of the room because we'll have to move everything.
Yes. Are you planning to put the heating under all floor or just in the living area? Because it doesn't have to be under.
I personally would effectively do the whole room, right? But directly underneath the kitchen bits on the side, I would space it out a little bit more, so it's not quite as dense. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
So let's say this room is.
One second, because there's a plane. I need to wait for the plane to go. I can't hear you. I'm too close to the airport. Yes. Okay.
If we were to say this room is 20 square meters,
it's 20 and a half. It's 20 and a half. Yes.
Right, I would turn around and probably put 16 square meters of underfloor heating in, because we're going to have at least 2.5, maybe 3 square meters that we've got to leave fairly clear for the staircase. And then by the time we space it out in the corner underneath where the kitchen is. So I would probably put 16 square meters of underfloor heating in, predominantly from the services cabinet in front of the front door, the windows into your half of the area here. I would predominantly fill that side up. The kitchen would probably end up, yes, we will do an area in the kitchen, but it will be less so. But the thing is, with 200 watts a square meter of underfloor heating, which is primary heat source, what that actually does is it heats up the whole of the self-leveling screed. Do you see what I mean? So it doesn't just heat it where the actual element is directly underneath, it heats the whole area. So once the self-leveling pad actually heats up, you'll probably notice a very slight difference, moving underneath the stairs where there isn't necessarily any heating. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
But the problem is we can't really put anything under there if we know that the stairs change.
Ian, I honestly don't care. It has to be warm in the places where you stand or sit. On the stairs you walk, you're not gonna get cold walking up the stairs. And even in the kitchen. So I was even thinking about making half of the room or a bit more than half. So like 4x3, surely, 5, something like that. So if you're gonna do more, it's completely not a problem. It doesn't have to be all. If it's gonna warm up, if it's gonna be warm, it's not a problem for me.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and measure all this lot up. Look at the way that we're going to have to do it, because obviously we're going to have to put bigger skirting boards on as well, just to take up the gap. Or we may even just, it'd be easier to put taller skirting boards on.
Yes.
But yeah, let me measure all this lot up.
Remove the radiator. There's a gas cooker, so there's a gas pipe. There's gonna be you know lots of work. Yes, and yeah, the wall behind the radiator is completely damaged, but you're gonna put a new one anyway.
So yeah, do you know where the gas pipe comes from?
Yes, next to the door at the bottom, the right of the door at the bottom.
Right, yeah. So that goes down under the floor then, and then comes back up. I just hope it's deep enough. It should, by rights, go down into the polystyrene layer. That's where it should go. But if push comes to shove, well, I'll just have to extend it down a bit. I'm not registered for gas, but I do gas for people that trust me. So, yeah, at the end of the day, you're only talking 30 millibars, which is a hell of a lot less pressure than water. So, you know, if you can solder water, you can solder a gas pipe. Okay, so now we need to talk about the practicality issues of where we might be able to get a skip to get rid of the waste and parking space.
So, parking space, I would need to show you where it is. You would need to go out. I would have to show you. And
is it the one that you've got on Park? Is it just Park?
Yes.
Right, I know exactly. Yeah, so that might have to be blocked out. It's not booked at the moment for next month, but yeah, it might have to be booked out. So that's not an issue.
I have 2 of them. I will surely be able to block them for you for all the days you need, because there's 2 of them. As soon as you confirm, I can even cancel. Even if it's booked, I can cancel. You are more important here. So yeah, even if it's booked, I can cancel.
Where might we be able to get a skip?
I don't know that one.
Right. I've had a look out on the road, and to be honest, you've got a loading bay out on that street, and then you've probably got 4 or 5 spaces. I've already had a price for a 6-yard covered skip, you know, which is about 550 quid for a mixed waste. However, it is a bit of a jaunt out to the road. So I'll have a look and see if there's anywhere else around here that we might be able to get a skip. But the problem is being able to gain access into the car park area, because it's 2.2 meters head height. So
you can go and check. It's a bit more. Yes.
Right. Obviously, we can't get one out on the main road, I would have thought. And even if we could, it's a bit more of a pain in the ass to wheel it all the way around. So, okay, I'll have to have a look at that one and have a think. I'll have a wander around the properties.
Now, about skip, sorry, Jan, I have completely no clue. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. I'll have a look into that and see who, what, when, and where.
Yes. I remember skips standing just in front of the parking on the road. I can show you where when you go out. I remember skips standing there.
Hang on, let's go for a wander quickly now.
Okay.
This door automatically locks, isn't it? I've got the keys with me.
Yes, but you need to press it, pull the handle up and look at. But it looks like, yes. If you go to the parking area, so if you go left now.
Yeah, I'll go around that way. Let me
Yes.
swap the camera around. It'll be easier. Try and swap the camera around.
I can barely see anyway because it's too sunny. Yes. Yes, you're going the right way. There in the corner. When you pass through, on the left there are the parkings. You can see the height, but on the right, on the road, there were skips standing there. Here on here on this parking on the left, which belongs to people on Trotty Road, but there was a skip standing there on somebody's parking space.
Right. Okay. So it might be a case of I've got to go knocking on doors and asking if we could borrow the parking bay.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
What I might be able to do, private parking, residence parking only, Abbey Gardens Management Company. It might be a case of we need to contact the management company to see where we might be able to put a skip.
Mm-hmm. I can email them.
That will probably be the best bet.
Mm-hmm.
If you contact the management firm and find out where we can put a skip, because if push really comes to shove, we could potentially put it out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a drag, but it's easier for the skip to be picked up, I suppose. It's easier for the lorry to manoeuvre, and if I've got one which has got a lockable lid, then it stops people throwing their rubbish in it as well, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So yeah, parking under here isn't really an issue. Because I got a full transit, you see, so with a roof rack on. But yeah, no, that's high enough. That's all right. And your parking bay.
Do you see that 11AG would be the simplest for you? There's 12AG and 11AG. The other marked. If you turn left now and turn around, there's where that one where you see the Japanese car. I don't know what it is. Left of the Mini is mine. Left of the Mini is Japanese car. And when you look straight ahead, behind the Mini, yes, also.
Right. Okay.
So the 11AG would be simpler for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody parked there today or not. Probably somebody parked there. I didn't check that out today. Yes, where the Honda is parking, next to the Polo. Left. That one, this Honda, yes.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
It'll probably be better the one by the wall.
By the wall, you say? Okay.
Well, I'm just thinking I can pull right up against the wall and jump out the passenger side,
Mm-hmm.
and then that allows me to be able to get the doors open. Otherwise, if that one, well, I'll say that. No, it's 6 of one, half dozen the other, isn't it?
There's also better for me because that one next to the wall is less popular on Just Park than the other one.
Right. Well, we'll have a look and see at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a look and see at the time. Because obviously unfortunately, we can't get a skip lorry through there.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would have been nice to have put a skip there. Because then you're not having to muck about with the management company. I would have thought, however, the management company must understand that people want to do renovation work, so there might be a location here of where a skip could go. You know.
I'm gonna. I will have to go to work now. I'm gonna email them tonight, Ian, and I hope to get a reply tomorrow. In this case.
Yeah, that would be handy. Just let them know we need a 6-yard skip location, if possible. Yeah, that would be ideal. All right. Okay. what are your neighbours like? I'm just thinking the noise.
So 11 AG is an Airbnb. It's not very occupied right now because it's winter. I've checked.
Right.
And on the other side, there's Emily living, and I wouldn't.
Yeah.
She's not really even talking much. If you talk about the neighboring houses, she's not even talking a lot. She's not very open. So I don't. And she's working. She's starting work 9 a.m. anyway. She works from home and from 9 a.m. and usually anyway. So it's not like you're gonna wake her up. She's on meetings, like work from home meetings, which might be a problem if she can't hear the meetings. So that's all I know. So 11 AG is Airbnb. 13 on the other side, there's only Emily living there. Sometimes with her boyfriend. No, her boyfriend moved in. Yes, I shouldn't be talking so loudly now. Yes, there's two of them living now. Her boyfriend moved in. Yes.
Right. Okay.
And but they have a dog. I don't think there will be a really big pain.
I mean, normally what I do is I just do a little letter to let them know construction's going on. If there is an issue with the noise, there's my phone number. Give me a ring. I'll have a chat.
Yes.
That's normally what I do anyway. And just I pop that to the neighbours, just so that they know that if they've got an issue, they've got someone they can talk to.
Yes.
You know? So, all right. Let me measure everything up then. Have a sketch out. And then what I can do is I can start working out costs. It's going to have to be an estimate because obviously we don't know what we're going to find once we pour the floor up. And then we can work it out from there then.
Okay. Yes.
See what you want to do.
And so yes, and on the quote, commit to some height. If you can, that one that you feel comfortable. Even if it's 238, I want to have it written down. It's important for me. Even if it's only 238.
I will do my best. But as I say, I cannot guarantee it.
Yes, I know. I know.
I'll do the very best I can, but we've only got so much we can play with.
Yes, I completely understand. And until you dig, you have not a clue. That's obvious. Yes.
Exactly. You know. But as I say, I'll have a quick measure up, and I'll sit and calculate. I know what the build of the floor should have been when this was built, because this is definitely late 80s, early 90s.
82 to 83.
Right. All right. I'll have a look and see. Yeah. And then we can work it out from there.
Thank you so much, Ian. Right. Thank you so much. Just close the door. You know how to lock them. Just close them.
Yeah.
The handle up. Yes, you're a builder. You know everything. Yes. I didn't speak.
I'll message you as soon as I'm off site. Anyway. All right.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you so much for the call. See you later.